Dear students, in today's lecture we will discuss some parts of alimentary canal. We have already started this lecture. In last lecture, we have discussed oral cavity, mouth cavity, buccal cavity. प्यारे बच्चों, ये जितने भी हमने नोट्स बनाए उन सब की पीडीएफ फाइल हमने वीडियो लेक्चर उसके डिस्क्रिप्शन में अपलोड कर दिए। सभी बच्चे अपने नोट्स डाउनलोड कर लें। प्यारे बच्चों, क्या काम ने फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ एलिमेंट्री कैनाल दैट इज माउथ, एंड माउथ is divided into two parts, vestibule and oral cavity. We have already discussed. The next part of alimentary canal that is pharynx, it is throat. And this pharynx is divided into three parts. Its upper part is nasopharynx. Nasopharynx. It lies behind the nasal cavities. In this nasopharynx, a pair of openings are there. These are openings of eustachian tubes. These are openings of auditory tubes. And these eustachian tubes connect this nasopharynx with the middle ear. प्यारे बच्चों, through these eustachian tubes, air current is passed to middle ear, and that air maintains an equilibrium over eardrum tympanum. The middle part of this pharynx is oropharynx. It lies behind the oral cavity. It is a common passage for air and food. It means in this oropharynx, crossing of food and air takes place. This lower part of this pharynx that lies in laryngeal region, that is laryngopharynx. And this laryngopharynx leads into two tubes, in two parts. One is esophagus and second is larynx. So in next chapter, प्यारे बच्चों, we will cover this larynx in respiratory system. In today's lecture, we are discussing the parts of alimentary canal. Very important topic for NEET student, same student. In this nasopharynx, a pair of openings, eustachian tubes, which carry air to middle ear, that maintains an equilibrium over eardrum. Another very important topic for NEET, for AIM student, that is Waldeyers Ring. क्या कहा बच्चों ने? Waldeyers Ring. It is Waldeyers lymphatic ring. It means in our pharynx and in our buccal cavity, the lymphatic tissues, the lymphatic organs, the tonsils, they are arranged in a manner of ring, collectively constitute Waldeyers ring, Waldeyers lymphatic ring. Generally, four types of tonsils, lymphatic tissues are present in pharynx and buccal cavity. These are very important lecture for NEET students. First, pharyngeal tonsils. हमने कहा बच्चों pharyngeal tonsil. It is attached with the wall of pharynx. Very common disorder of children. These pharyngeal tonsil, they become enlarged, they get infected, and it is referred adenoids. The disorder is adenoids. It leads problems in breathing of children. Second type of lymphatic tissues, tonsils, these are tubal tonsils. These tubal tonsils are present around the eustachian tubes, auditory tubes. Third type of tonsils, third type of lymphatic tissues, palatine tonsil. Very important for NEET student. This point is palatine tonsils. These are attached with the palate, and their infection, they become enlarged, particularly in adults. Not down this point, pharyngeal tonsil, that is a common disorder of children. But in case of adults, very common disorder of tonsils in adults, that is tonsillitis. Means infection of these palatine tonsils may lead problem, sore throat, and it requires a surgery means removal of palatine tonsils. That is called tonsillectomy. And the fourth type of tonsils, the lymphatic tissues of this Waldeyers ring, these are lingual tonsils. Lingua means these are present on tongue, particularly on the posterior region, the pharyngeal region of tongue, the lingual tonsil are present. Another important topic that is, first part is mouth, then pharynx, then esophagus. Esophagus, that is a simple food pipe which conducts the food from this pharynx to the abdominal cavity in stomach. This food pipe, that is an elongated tubular structure which is about 25 centimeter length, and this esophagus having three parts. In neck region, that is cervical. In thoracic region, thoracic part, and in abdominal region, that is the third part of esophagus, that is abdominal part. Now note down all competitive exam students, the very important part, that is stomach. हमने कहा बच्चों, the stomach, it is gaster. It is almost J-shaped, a carved structure. हमने कहा बच्चों J-shaped. ये देख रहे हैं, in anterior region a curvature is there, and in this posterior region two curvatures are there. It is lesser curvature in anterior side, and in this posterior region that is a greater curvature. And this abdomen, which is the widest part of alimentary canal, this abdomen is divided into four parts. This upper part is, that is not down, very important for all competitive exams, it is fundus. And in this fundus, particularly gases, air gets stored in this upper region, that is fundus. The second part of stomach, that is cardia, it is cardiac part, as it lies near the heart. In this cardiac part, this food pipe esophagus opens. It means the opening of this esophagus. Between esophagus and cardiac part, sphincter is there, and this one is, it is cardiac sphincter, or it is cardio-esophageal sphincter. Not down NEET students, this sphincter is not a true wall. It is a functional sphincter which allows the entry of food, and it prevents, generally it prevents vomiting, regurgitation. The first part is fundus, the second part is cardiac part, and this main part of the stomach, that is body. ये देख रहे हैं बच्चों, in this stomach these are longitudinal folds are there. These are cardiac ruggi, longitudinal folds which increase the internal surface area. These folds are, and ये देख रहे हैं बच्चों posterior part, this greater curvature. This stomach wall gets attached. हमने कहा this stomach wall gets attached with the abdominal body wall by a membranous fold. This membranous fold, that is a peritoneal wall fold. It is a peritoneal membrane fold, and this membranous fold by which this stomach wall gets attached with the abdominal body wall, it is greater omentum. All NEET students competitive exams, this membranous fold of peritoneum by which this stomach wall gets attached with the abdominal body wall, it is greater omentum that stores fat. And this last part of this stomach, that is pyloric part. This pyloric part is further divided into two parts. This one is pyloric antrum, and this small tubular canal like structure, it is pyloric canal. Then this pyloric part leads into a duodenum. Here at the junction of this pyloric and duodenum, another sphincter is there. This one is pyloric sphincter. प्यारे बच्चों, तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हम टॉपिक कवर कर रहे हैं एलिमेंट्री कैनाल, उसके पार्ट्स डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर विल डिस्कस small intestine and large intestine. Thank you.